gaming news straight to your ears and eyes. Today we talk about the new lineup of games for Game Pass on this month, as well as the strange decision-making that Warner Bros. Has decided to take after the disappointment from Suicide Squad. These and more news in today's video. But before we keep going, I invite you to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any gaming news or discussion about the gaming world.
Check it out, bros! You made the front page!
You know what this means? We've gone mainstream.
Game Pass subscribers will have plenty to enjoy the first half of March. In the first batch of games arriving to Game Pass, we have Warhammer 40,000, Boltgun, which joined the service on March 5th, Paw Patrol World joined on March 7th, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated will join on March 12th, Control Ultimate Edition will join the next day after that, No More Heroes 3 joins on March 14, Lightyear Frontier on Early Access joins on March 19th, and MLB The Show 24 joins as well on March 19th. A great lineup of entertainment, with Controller, another great action-adventure game from Remedy Entertainment, or SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, an enjoyable nostalgic platformer that has aged better than anyone would thought it would. Or play some sports games with the new MLB The Show 24. Excellent options to enjoy. Also, this week, Xbox Partner Preview showed a couple of innovative and interesting games. I have a video in which I go into detail about each announcement. If you wish to hear about all of it, head over to that video. This year hasn't been a good start for Warner Bros. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was a huge loss for the studio. From the poor sales numbers to the terrible technical and game quality spoken across the gaming community, as well as recent news of active players diminishing, these factors have sent the studio to reconsider their approach. During a conference, the company's CEO said, "The challenge we've had is that our business historically there has been very AAA console-based, and so, as you know, that's a great business when you have a hit like Harry Potter. It makes the year look amazing, and then when you don't have a release, or unfortunately, we also have disappointments. We just released Suicide Squad this quarter, and was not as strong. It makes it very volatile." Now, because of this volatile element, the company has decided to increase focus on free-to-play and live service games. An oxymoron, in my personal opinion. Yes, Suicide Squad had a terrible release, but the reason behind that, is because of the nature from some game elements that make the game a live service, or just simply because the gameplay is not that enjoyable. I don't think the CEO understands why players don't buy a game. It isn't a good game. It doesn't have the necessary to be enjoyed. Look at Helldivers II. While it had a rough release with server capacity and some difficulties on matchmaking, players kept flooding the game, and it continues to have success. Why make your entire game structure into live service? It makes no sense. Hogwarts Legacy was a success. The game had a vision. It captured the world of magic and fantasy that fans had wanted to see forever in a game. It wasn't perfect, but it had a strong presentation. Players, myself included, want more experiences like that. While I do enjoy live service games, there's something special on the single-player experience where decisions you take, how you play, make it memorable. Now, alongside that announcement, Avalanche Software, creators of Hogwarts Legacy, recently updated on the future of the game Hogwarts Legacy. This summer 2024, we will see PlayStation exclusive content arrive to the rest of the platforms, as well as additional updates and features for the game, even a year after its release. The community manager from Avalanche posted on Twitter, "We are thrilled that you are all excited for the free update to Hogwarts Legacy this summer. We love seeing all the guesses and hopes for what will be for this update, and while we are not ready to talk about it, I do want to set some expectations for what we are working on. This update is a small way of showing appreciation to our players for the amazing reception to the game." So fans prepare for new content this summer, but it's not gonna be anything like huge or big, but there will be new things. Now, coming back to Warner's new gaming path, I hope whatever games are released, they are more than just cash cow games. And at least they give some entertainment more than demanding the money from our pockets. because otherwise those games are also gonna fail. Another game that hasn't been received with an open arms is Skull and Bones, a game that stayed in development for 10 years. 10 years, and even then the game couldn't deliver. A game that cost $70. $70. Now, retailers have discounted the game $25 from its original price. Not only that, but Ubisoft on their digital stores are encouraging players to buy the game in a bundle, save for 40% of the game. In personal opinion, not even the slash in the price will help it. Coming back to Warner Bros. News, an indie developer released his game for free after the studio said his game will be delisted. Owen Diary, who develops games as one-man studio, Fireface, released his game Small Radius Big Televisions in November 2016 on PC and PS4. Now, to combat the studio delisting his game, he has decided to make the PC version of the game available to download for free on his website. So go and download that game. It is an adventure puzzle point-and-click game, very short adventure with great soundtrack. Finally, I mentioned before that I was going to continue giving you news about Helldivers 2 because I love Helldivers 2 right now and I play a lot of it. So, here are some news about it. Helldivers 2 will introduce new guns, armor, and emotes. Next week, the game receives a new warband called Cutting Edge. It will hit on March 14. This warband will include new anti-alien cache. It includes explosive weapons, prototype armor, capes, and player cards, emotes, and utility boosters for this month and beyond. Players will also get the opportunity to try the new mechs, which will grant increased firepower and heavy-duty combat advantage against the bugs and the automatons. Insomniac, why? I mean, it happened to you back in December with the huge leak of information that since you got hacked, but now this new leak comes directly from you. This is your own doing. What are you doing? Now, the latest update for Spider-Man 2 accidentally gives players access to developer Insomniac's game debug tools. The update went live yesterday, and it allowed players access to unauthorized sections. Not only was the debug menu given access to the game's debug areas, which are used during development to skip certain parts of the game, perform diagnostics, or turn on various modifications, just testing, but also it seems that it made it apparent that possible DLC content. Now, I say this with a grain of salt, because, listen, this content not necessarily is upcoming DLC. It could be deleted missions, or elements that never made it into the game. And according to players, what appears to be on the debug is content for the character Beetle, the daughter of supervillain Tombstone, which already appears on the game. So, is DLC for Beetle coming out? Maybe, maybe not. Again, the info on that menu can be something that got deleted, so I cannot say with confidence what it's gonna happen, but it's a possibility. But that's all for this episode. What are your thoughts on this gaming news? Let me know in the comment section. I'm the Honey Badger and I love to talk about everything gaming from news to games. If you like the video, remember to leave a like and share, it really helps. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Keep on gaming.